What?
How many minutes?
How many minutes? So how many minutes you want to have to speak before the dive?
A couple of minutes. I'm just going to go, hello, welcome to beautiful Corsica. Da, da, da.
When we're embarking on a new adventure, discovering what our mind and body are capable of, we cannot learn to trust in ourselves without first finding trust in our surroundings. The introduction of freediving can be a life-changing experience. Double K wants to grow with you. We provide you the support to focus inward, let your worries disappear and just breathe. We lend you our experience to achieve your full potential and share your energy and excitement. We're part of one team. Together, Double K.
Good morning and welcome to the beautiful island of Corsica for the 33rd AIDA World Championships. We've been having some great fun here already. We have a beautiful setup today, and today we will be doing the women's no fins competition. The the conditions for today are very calm. You might have seen on social media, we've had a little bit of bad weather for the last few days. I think that was just to get it out of the way. So we've got nice, calm conditions today. The sun is shining, and we're hoping that you will stay with us for the next 8 days whilst we do all 4 disciplines for men and women. We're streaming on YouTube, which you're listening to. I've seen some of the comments already, so hi to everybody who's already logged in and excited to watch the freediving. Happy to answer any questions that come up throughout the day and throughout the following week. What we're going to do is make sure that if you've got shout outs to your friends, we'll put them through. And we're going to make sure that we have interviews with different athletes and that we will give you some feedback. If you're a beginner in freediving, you want to ask some questions about that, or you're more experienced, we're more than happy to answer all those questions. So how we've got the setup today is we have a boat which is in front of me, which is why you probably see my hand moving. That's got the judges on. That's got the 2 lines set up, the camera on. And we have this boat which is directly behind it. And at some point you'll probably be able to see this setup. And we've got Dive Eye on, which is part of my team. And then on the other part of the boat, we've got the medical team. And then to the right of me, we've got a line of boys, which is where all the athletes are warming up in preparation for their dives. And then we have a nice dry platform for the athletes as they come into the competition zone. The athletes come over every 10 minutes and go on to the competition zone. And now we're getting ready for our first athlete. We've just had Yulia Marievich, who's coming in. Who I don't think I need an introduction, but in case I do, we're going to talk about that in a minute. He just was very nice to do our opening dive. And then we've now got Lulu Stahlberg from Germany, who's going to be the first competitor for the World Championships. Gilliam, I'm just going to put this on for you.
Okay, it's working, yes.
Yeah? So, thank you very much for opening the World Championships. We had a beautiful opening ceremony a few days ago, and you did a lovely speech about a little bit about the history of freediving, because you've been in it not as long as some, so I'm not saying you're old. But you did some really nice information on the history. We're going to cut to that in a minute because we want to see Lulu's dive, if that's okay. So Lulu from Germany is starting her dive. She's doing 35 meters, which is actually her PB. So we'll have a look at her dive. She's now just going into free fall and picking up. She was late in free fall. She was she's picking up her tag. Not choosing to grab the line. And now just working hard to come up. This is actually Lulu's first depth competition from what I can see. So that's amazing you come to the World Championships. She's a pool freediver, traditionally. And she's got a nice 105 meters in DNF in the pool. So this seems to be a nice relaxed dive for her. You can see the safeties joining her, and you'll see the photographer. I can't recognize which photographer it is yet. And she's coming up. Now she's got to turn around, take her goggles off, her nose clip off, give the okay sign, and say, I'm okay. She looks super happy. I think that was an easy dive for her. I mean, she was taking it easy for the first day, which I think a few of the girls are going to do, to be honest. And now she's going to, unless I see anything differently, get a white card. Nice start to the competition, nice white card. So,
Yes.
how are you liking and how excited are you that we're having this competition in Corsica?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's been a while since I was dreaming about having a world championship in Corsica. You know, I live in Nice, right in front, and we've been organizing a lot of world championship in Nice, and we couldn't wait until we got finally here. So it's a very special moment, and I was so proud and happy to be ambassador to open the world championship this morning. So I just can't wait to see how it's going to be.
And do you miss diving on the line, or are you happy to be doing the
No,
amazing filmmaking?
Yeah, I'm still diving on the line every
Okay.
year. I'm taking part to a little competition we organize in Nice. This year I went to 91 meters with a small bifins. Yes, that's quite challenging. So,
Yeah.
So I'm still in the game, but just to enjoy a few months in the year. So yeah.
And what's coming up for you for the rest of the year? Have you got any exciting projects you can tell us?
Yeah, I'm right now. It's been one year in the process of writing a book about Natalia Molchanova.
Oh, okay, amazing.
Yeah. So I'm working closely with Alexei, who helped me to tell this story. So unfortunately, it will be only in French to start, but I hope there will be translation. Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you very much. If you want to stay, I'm more than welcome.
Yeah.
I don't know how cold you are, but you are used to these conditions compared to me.
Yeah, conditions are good.
So sorry, I didn't introduce myself early on. I'm Catherine Crossland. I'm going to be a commentator. I was a commentator last year. I'm from Dahab, hence the joke about different conditions. And you're going to have another commentator with me as of tomorrow. So you're going to have two voices. I promise that I will try and speak slower. I know that I have an English accent and I know I have to slow down for you, but there's times when I get so excited when I'm watching the footage that I get a little bit fast in my speaking. And so now we have you on camera. So this is the camera that you can wear. Oh no, we just can't.
Too late.
Okay. So let's look at who we got up next. Now we've got Elisabeth Mattes from Austria doing her dive. A little bit about Lisa, because I know Lisa quite well. Lisa is actually the social media officer for AIDA International as well. So all those nice posts that you see are actually done by Lisa. And I just want to say hi to Elisabeth, her mum, who is going to be watching, I've been told. So Lisa has wanted to do a nice dive, nice relaxed dive to start the competition. She's been here a few weeks, like a lot of the athletes have, getting used to the conditions and the temperatures of the dive. She's just having a little bit of a problem with equalization, I think, from there. Yeah.
Yeah, the water is getting very cold. I could feel on the opening dive. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure the athlete will need to get used to it. I like it actually.
I've been talking to a few of the athletes, and I spoke to Abdel Alatush, who brought me over to the boat this morning. And he said the thermocline is getting more gentle for the athletes. It's not as like a 25 meters, you're getting a cold hit. I don't know, did you feel that?
Yeah, but yesterday it was the case, but this morning I felt it was a little bit stronger, like around 25. So maybe it's because of the wind and the rain last days.
Rain, so that was a nice surface protocol from my point of view. I think it was nice and easy. It's not a difficult dive for her.
It's a warm-up. Warm-up dive.
I think there's a little bit of a because she didn't make it to the bottom. She's going to wait for her card. She's going to get a yellow card. Yeah. So that was a 26-meter dive. But nice start to the competition for her. In the sense that she looked relaxed. And I know one of the things for Lisa has been, she did the Pool World Championships, about relaxation and not feeling stressed before her dives. That was nice. Okay, if you're shivering.
Yeah. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Good luck to all the athletes.
Okay, so we have Marion Chavanne from France coming up next. Let's have a look if we got on the YouTube. Feng Li said, go Lisa. Sorry, I missed it. She had a nice time. Laura's saying, good luck, ladies. Freediving and yoga. Saying, well done, Lulu. Esther is saying, thank you, do the best. Come on, you need to hear. So we've got Dillian saying, go Marianne. So let's see for the next diver. So a little bit of stats about the CNF. The current national record, the current world record is 77 meters, set last year by Katarzyna from the Ukraine. Prior to that, it was held by Alicia at 73 in 2018.
30 seconds.
And last year for the CNF, the winners was
20.
Sanda, who has announced the deepest dive of the day at 71, then Tatiana, and then Jennifer Wendland and Tatiana Sumsky. So, Marianne from France.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Official top. +1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
She's just getting
7, 8, 9.
Marianne is doing 37 meters.
Marion Chavanne, France, 37 meters, dive time 1 minute 45, 1:45.
This is her PB. We've got a nice relaxed start to the dive.
20 down.
Marianne has been doing a lot of competitions.
30
this year.
seconds.
She's did the Cormorant Deck Challenge in July, the Nice competition in June.
40 seconds.
So
30
she's been
down.
competing quite a bit this year in all the different disciplines. She's primarily a free immersion
50
diver,
seconds.
but she has been diving on CNF and competitions.
Touchdown. Coming up.
Turn.
She's taking the
1 minute.
advantage of the new rule
30
around
up.
the 3-meter candy cane to pull up.
Mid
One
And
51.
that was a really nice turn as well.
20 up.
Now she's going to feel a little bit,
Mid 32.
come to a little bit of the positive buoyancy, which will make it a little bit easier for her, hopefully, the next few strokes. As you can see, moving up. Nice.
10 meters.
Getting more push from it.
Respire bien, respire encore.
Taking her breaths. She's got 15 seconds to do this surface protocol.
I'm okay.
3 minutes.
Ça y est, bien, reste accroché.
So from when her airway breaks the surface, she has 15 seconds to remove any facial equipment, to give the OK sign and say, I am OK. That was a nice white card for Marianne.
Have just the gauge.
And then what she needs to do is show a tag
Next lap is gonna be 44.
and then wait for the judges to give them a white card before she can leave. Okay, next we have Marianna Gillespie from France as well.
2 minutes to official top.
And you can hear there that she's been given 2 minutes to official top. So the athletes are allowed to enter the competition zone as soon as everything's set, but by a minimum they have 2 minutes to get themselves prepared. Now this time, 5 years ago, Lily, it came up on my memories, did a
130.
CNF dive in a bikini, or a swimming costume, I think it was from memory. I don't think we can see that she's wearing a suit. I don't think she wanted to risk wearing a bikini to do CNF in these temperatures. Lily, for people who don't know, used to live in Dahab and work for Dahab Freedivers. Everybody says hi to you. I'm going to quote this so that I don't get in trouble, Lily. Carlos
1
says,
minute.
why are you French and don't like cheese? This is a nice, easy dive for Lily. I know a few years ago she was talking about, this is my last competition, but I don't think she can get away from competing. So she's been competing quite a bit this year as well. Lily's now based in France.
Thirty seconds.
So actually, sorry, I incorrectly.
20.
She did the Cormorant competition this year, and then she was competing. She competed once last year, and then once the year
10,
before. But the last time she was in the World Championships was in
5,
21.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So let's see how
official
Lily
top.
goes.
Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lily Christie, France. 40
Nice
meters.
duck dive,
Dive time 2 minutes.
pushing through and making sure she gets nice and relaxed, starting to dive. Nice wide arms and
20
legs.
down.
Countdown time, 30 seconds.
Visibility around 20 meters.
And now I would think going into free fall. Let's see. Yeah. So we got some shout outs for Lily from Amanda, Elaine, Ivano, Christine, Mark. Nice and relaxed. She's going to do a perfect turn, I hope, to demonstrate how this happens when she goes into a turn. So she's grabbing the line, grabbing the tag.
Cool. Coming up.
She does one pull and then she starts working. I think she's got the tag in her hand. Couldn't see from this angle whether she put it on her arm or not. So quite often athletes with the tag, they will also have a piece of Velcro on the arm or the leg and they will put it there or they put it in the hood. Or some of them actually do put it... Lily's got it on her right arm. So that she's just put it onto that.
2 minutes.
10 meters.
Now she's just looking for the line. This was an easy dive for Lily. I think it was just a warm-up for the competition.
Okay.
Nice, and you can see the tag on her arm. That's what I was talking about earlier. And now she needs to wait 30 seconds to 1 minute for the judges to make the decision.
She has a tag. She has a tag, yes.
Very nice.
C'était long, hein?
Ouais, c'était long à la fin.
Elle m'a paru très longue. Oh là là.
Attends, on lève la
46, the next step.
Next step, 46, yes.
1 minute 30 seconds.
So we're going to run through to the next dive. But we're here to the last dive is 11:25. Traditionally, CNF is the least amount of athletes in the competition, with constant weight or bifins being the bigger numbers of athletes. Some athletes are definitely using this day
1 minute
to do a nice introduction to the competition, a nice easy dive. But we have got some big dives coming up. Sanda is going to do equal her national record at 71. We've got Maria Klovar doing 66. Lauren Matevish doing 63. And Shaika arrives a 62 meter dive, and Enchante is doing a 62 meter dive. So they're the top females, but as we saw last year,
20.
we can have some changes on this day.
Ten.
So Yadira,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Official top. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
just starting
7,
her breathe up.
8, 9, 10. Yadira Sistos, Mexico, 44 meters. Dive time 1 minute 55 seconds. 1:55.
So Yadira's pushing down the dive. Yadira actually took a little bit of time off from free diving She was quite
30
active
seconds.
20, down.
a few years ago, and then wanted to take some time off. She's got an amazing
40
hotel
seconds.
and yoga retreat that she's been working on, and then she slowly came back to the sport
30, down.
last year and this year. So I haven't seen her
50
for a while, so
seconds.
it was lovely to get a hug from her last couple of days and catch up with what she's been doing.
40, down.
And for
1
her,
minute.
this is about having some fun
Guys down.
and really
Coming
just
up.
getting back into the sport that she
40,
loves
up.
and
1
feeling
minute
the
10.
water. A previous competition best was 42 meters.
1 minute
30,
20.
up.
And I know she's been training in Croatia with Marcel, one of my AIDA colleagues.
20, up. Need 52.
So this is actually going to be a PB for her. Not just a competition PB, but a training PB as well. And she's working really hard for this, as you can see. I mean, this is necessarily an easy dive for her. You can see that her arms are a little bit tired at this point. But a beautiful smile, so she's all okay.
I'm okay.
Twice. And that will make her very happy, especially for the rest of the comp. It gives her a lot of confidence to do a PB on her first day. Back in the game, Yadira. Okay, a few questions.
Congratulations.
So we have,
White card.
yeah, white card. Very happy with that dive. Read some questions from YouTube. We'll give some shout outs for people. Vendra says bravo, Yadira. Susanna says yada.
Next step is 48.
So how do the safety divers know when to go?
130.
So athletes actually give us the total dive time and what we call descent time or half time. And you will see that the safety divers were aware of that. So someone on the boat is actually shouting out the time. We also have sonar telling them the depth the diver is at. So they're quite a well-tuned team. And we have 3 safety divers for each lane. At these depths, we've got 2 safety divers going down, and we've got 1 just in case. For the deeper dives, you'll probably see 3 safety divers going down, and they go down at different times and meeting the divers. So we have got the first national record attempt of the World Championships. And this is from Finland with Janita. So she's attempting to improve her own national record, which was actually 43 meters. So she's going to 46. This is actually also a training PB within the last 3 months. So let's see how she goes.
Janita Kulkula.
So that's a nice
46 meter.
start for her dive.
Start okay.
National record attempt.
So she's just either adjusting her nose clip there, or some people actually, no, that's just adjusting the nose clip at that depth, I would say.
20 down.
Maybe mouthful, I think it'd be little mask. Sorry, I'm just gonna get some support. Headphones on? Ah, sorry, yes. So I've got Lisa from Austria with me, who's just done a lovely dive. It's a positive. We're always thinking positive, Lisa. We'll come and talk to you before. But I wasn't watching so easily from this camera. She's got a mask, so she's doing equalization. It's impressive to do those steps with that.
1 minute.
Okay. When we get Janita to come, that was a very slow turn. She could definitely work on that and improve it to maybe make more fluid. And took the time putting that tag on. Yeah.
But she took full advantage of the 3-meter candy cane.
I know.
1:30.
I'm appreciating people taking the time to use the 3-meter candy cane. This rule we changed, so we used to have a 2-meter candy cane, and we put in the shirt at the 3-meter candy cane.
And I believe dive for Janita are pretty easy here because, as far as I know, she's training in Finland. So the water here is like a bathtub.
I would hope so. We'll see if we can get her to tell us whether this is like warm weather for her or not. So this is going to be a nice national record for her. She does a nice surface protocol. So taking the mask off.
I'm okay.
Doing the okay sign and saying I'm okay. The judges can see the tag. So we all wait in anticipation. Marcin says, go Janita, and hopefully we will have our first national record. Yes!
Yay, national
First
record.
national record of the World Championships. Congratulations! So Lisa, how are you? You turned a little bit early.
I turned 3 meters from the
Line
bottom
A,
plate,
2
yes.
minutes
Was
to
this
official top.
equalization?
Yes, my ears were feeling pressure already a few meters before, which surprised me so much that I just kept sinking without equalizing. And then I was just not able to keep going. I saw the plate and I thought words that should not be on a live stream, and decided to turn around instead of hurting my ears.
1 minute, 30 seconds.
The absolute best way to do it. You should always, it's the first day of the competition, take it nice, and you look relaxed. Listen back to the feedback with my commentary. You look nice and relaxed.
Thank you. And also, at least you were able to explain to people what a yellow card is. So I did it for the greater good of everybody else.
So what's the water temperature like? I was talking to Abdel this morning coming in.
1 minute.
And he's saying the thermocline should be a little less intense because it's a smoother thermocline since the rains that we've had. But then Gillian was saying it was a little bit chilly today.
So on the surface it's 26, and then I would have to check my watch, but then at around 16 meters it starts to cool down, and I find it's a quite gradual thermocline as opposed to like in lakes, for example, where it's lake warm and then bam in your
30
face,
seconds.
just really cold. And so from 16 onwards it just starts getting cooler and cooler and cooler and cooler. And last time I checked, when I did a training dive to 40 meters, it was 20 degrees, I believe, at 40. But the computer has a delay, so maybe it was 19. Yeah.
No worries. Okay, let's go to Clementine. Also from France, as you could expect, we've got a big
5,
French team
4,
on their home
3,
territory.
2, 1. Official top. Last one. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Clementine
6,
has announced
7,
48 meters.
8, 9.
And maybe you saw she did a little smile before she started her dive. I stalked her on her Instagram, and in one of her posts she wrote that she does it on
Clementine Marie,
purpose
France,
to give herself some
48
nice
meters,
positive feelings
dive time,
before
2 minutes 20
commencing
seconds.
her dive.
2, 2, 0.
Nice and strong. And you can see how she's starting to slow down her moves. That's because she's overcome the positive buoyancy.
30 seconds.
And is starting to become first neutral and then negatively buoyant, which means that she can just take advantage of sinking and eventually go into free fall, preserving her energy and focusing on relaxation and equalization.
50 seconds.
She went into free fall fairly early for the depth, 48 meters. You'll see over the coming days, athletes make a choice when it, and she coming quickly to the bottom plate.
Turn. Coming up.
And then now starting the hard work. Clementine does like CNF a lot. She's been doing a number of competitions.
1 minute.
She's
20.
a staple of the World Championships. She's done the 31st, for 22 World Championships, 23 World Championships. And she's been competing in Corsica this year as well already, so she's aware of the temperatures. This should be comfortable for her.
20 up.
And her actual competition PB and training PB is 50 meters. So this is just a little bit off that. She did the competition PB this year, so she's making a choice to do 2 meters less.
10 meters.
Maybe to get the nerves out of the way for this first day of the World Championships. But she's looking good.
Mm-hmm. And starting to float up, so that's why she doesn't have to swim as vigorously as she did in the beginning of her ascent.
Another one. Again. Good.
I'm okay.
Keep going. Keep going. Good.
And you can hear her coach telling her what to do, just in case. That's Tom Pillet from Israel. Turning her face to the judges. Looks pretty fresh to me.
Yeah. She looks very nice and fresh. Happy.
Very happy that it's done.
For some reason seems to be concerned when she's going to get a white card.
Yay, white card.
Yeah, nice white cards. And you see that then she put a tag on neck weight. So she's put some Velcro on the back of her neck weight so she can just slap it on there. She's giving hugs. That's one of the photographers. And that's Tom, who she's hugging, who is our coach. Okay, so
from the live stream above below freediving, yes, I did get a new wetsuit. I thought it's time to ditch the camouflage. Mojca Haberman from Slovenia
1 minute
is up next, and she is often training in Kalamata in Greece. I met her there last year. She was working there as a safety and maybe also instructor, and she was training for herself in between. And she had a couple of early turns last year in her training, and then one day she had been safetying all day and then said, okay, I just want to do one more quick training dive, and bam, she got her PB. So sometimes I think it's better to not just focus on yourself the whole time, but instead focus on others, and you'll be so relaxed that when you finally do your own dive, it's going to be easier than you would ever think. And then she made some huge jumps. In the other disciplines, she's already going as deep as 80 meters, I think. And today she's announced 52 meters for no fins.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Last year, she actually announced 55. But it wasn't successful. She got a red card last year in the World Championships for CNF. So she seems to have pulled it back a little bit to get a bit more relaxed start to the World Championships.
Haberman, Slovenia.
And Mojca spent her winters as a skiing instructor, so I don't think she's ever not in shape.
So yeah, she actually holds the national record at 55 meters.
20 down.
And she hasn't actually competed this year yet, so this is going to be her first competition of the year. So she's obviously been working hard
40 seconds.
In safetying, etc.
Yeah.
And she's just doing, you'll see other athletes doing, she's starting to go in free fall, but she's just using her legs to kick. Yeah.
That was a quick look for how far the plate is. I would say that her equalization failed, and she decided that's too far to go.
Yeah.
1 minute and 10.
Well, I love Mojca, so I'm very happy that at least I'm sharing a yellow card with her, even though I would have wished for her to get a white one, of course. I don't mind sharing a yellow card with anyone, but actually I'd rather have the only yellow card of all of them, and everybody else gets a white one. And for myself, if anybody's interested, I have to say this was a very spontaneous decision to come here, so I didn't have a full training season in depth. And therefore, for me, it's not so bad and horrible and sad that I failed in this dive, because I trained for like a couple of weeks and then decided, let's see what's possible. But I feel for everybody who's doing a whole season.
She's using the line to float up, save her energy. She's a very intelligent thing to do for the dives. She's got 3 more dives, more than likely. So preserve your energy where you can.
Tag for us. Yellow card, yes, for early turns.
So, yeah, she's got a yellow card with you as well.
Yes.
Now, for those who are just beginning to start their freediving journey, one of the things I would explain is that we classified this as more technical freediving. And one of the things is that we're in a competition situation. I wouldn't recommend it for competitors or beginners, but that looking and then deciding to turn, if you're not feeling it, if your ears are hurting, you only have 2, as I say to all my students. Grab the line,
1 minute 30
turn
seconds,
and come up. You have another day, another competition to go on, okay? And it's always, like, what she did do was she knew, maybe find out whether it was ears or body. She just wasn't feeling it. She looked at where the line was, where she was on the line. I'm going to turn. And that's the best decision anybody can do. But Oliver, says, well done.
1 minute.
So, coming up, we have Emile.
Bertrand-Lucchese from France.
From France, yes. On this camera, it looks a bit more grey than actually is. The sun is shining. We have absolutely blue sky. There's a few clouds over the mountains, but that is it. So I'm hoping that we have some amazing weather for the competition. And conditions today compared to previous days has been beautiful. Last 2 days been a little bit rough. But this is really nice and flat.
Yeah, there's just a tiny bit of swell, there's a little breeze, and that's it for now. Zero current under the water.
2, 3, 4,
so Emilie is going to
6, 7,
her competition
8,
best
9
is 50
10.
meters. Her training PB that they write down in the last 3 months is 54, so she's going to try for her ultimate PB.
And she's done several competitions with the Cormorant here in Ajaccio. So this is basically her home turf when it comes to competition.
Lifetime 2 minutes 15 seconds. 2, 1, 5.
She started competing actually last July. So she's still, in comparison to some of the athletes we have here, got a few less competitions under her belt. I'm trying to make sure this competition I don't say older athletes.
30 seconds.
It's a nice start. She's gone into free fall. She's just, if you actually look, she starts to do some kicks, but she's actually using her legs.
40 seconds.
Her free fall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's easier to keep your upper body relaxed and thus your
50 seconds.
respiratory system when you're only using your legs and your arms are by your side.
50 down.
And touchdown.
Touchdown.
1 minute.
Coming up.
Putting the tag in the. Thank you. Don't grab over.
1 minute.
The candy
10.
cane. She was using the full 2 meters above the ring.
Seems she started with a smile. Maybe she heard you.
1 minute 20.
Moving
1 minute
quick arm
30.
movements actually. She's really pushing those arm movements through quickly and getting the next one in.
Up. Mid 51.
Feels a little bit, looks a little bit like her arms are now maybe getting a little bit tired, which for 54 meter no fins dive, you can see why, especially this is her PB as well.
20 up. Mid 32.
Just
And now she should start to make it feel
slowing
easier.
down a tiny little bit, yes.
Yeah, now we're slowing down, getting the benefit of the positive buoyancy.
10 meters.
There we
And then
go.
you've got the 2 safety divers with her, just checking. And now, oh, she's gonna swim all the way to the surface. We'll see.
Turn
This is
towards
a
the
tough,
boat, turn around, turn around.
yeah, this is a tough dive.
Oh.
And we
That's a
just
grab.
Disconnect the lane out.
and that's Sagi. It's a very distinctive voice. So we've got Sagi just making sure she's okay.
And she is.
Yeah, she's smiling. It's fine. That was just a little bit tough. You could see she was coming up.
Red
She
card. DQBO.
was really trying to pull through and be quick with those arm movements. And then you could see that towards the end, the arms were going quite weak. And the safeties were very quickly with her. What happens in competitions, we would like for the athletes to be given as much opportunity and potential to get a white card. So we will leave the athletes to see if they can get that hypoxia out and breathe in and get rid of the hypoxia. Maybe within that 15 seconds, they can recover and get a white card. It was looked a very short blackout, but what's going to happen now is she's going to come over to actually our boats that I'm on, and she's going to get a checkup and assessed by the medical team led by Jordan.
30 seconds.
And we'll be able to maybe catch up with her if she's feeling in a positive mood to chat about that situation. But she looked all good. Just a little bit. Her oxygen levels were just a little bit low.
10
Okay.
Next up is the deepest dive of the day, I believe.
Yeah.
1.
So we've got Sanda.
2, 3, 4.
From Croatia.
This is Sanda from Croatia.
9.
This will equal her competition PB at 71. Actually, what she did last year in Cyprus to win the CNF.
20.
She now knows tactically, because Sanda is a tactician when it comes to competitions.
27.
She announced, because everyone has to announce in isolation, but she will have seen now the start list, so she knows the next nearest diver, female
Sanda
diver, is
Delija,
66.
Croatia,
So she doesn't
71
actually need to do
meters.
71 to win.
45. National record attempt.
So my my game is that maybe she'll turn a little bit early.
Really? No.
Yeah. Or she won't take
I don't
the
know
tag.
her, so I don't know her, so I don't know if that's something that she would be doing.
Should be around 20.
It's quite common in competitions for this. When you've got like you're looking maybe at all the disciplines to work out those sort of tactics.
And it's
But
gonna be
it's
a-
nice. We can get a nice facial shot, so we can see her now equalizing. She's filling up her mouth fill from what I can see.
1 minute and 10.
The announced dive time is 3 minutes 45. I watched one of her dives from a couple of years ago, I believe, on her Instagram, and that was a really long dive too. So the time is not an issue for her, it seems. Looking for the plate. And
what?
What is she doing?
140.
Okay. I'm going to try and get Sanda to explain to us what was happening there.
Disorientated.
Very disorientated. So what this could be is that she's got some narcosis. She's got a little bit. Could be that her goggles. There's a problem with goggles, so she can't see the line. We can see. But we're in trouble, and she's
pulling
realised
up.
it.
That is a good
and she's
ball.
pulling, yeah. So she finally realised there was a problem, that she was very clearly disorientated, and she's choosing to pull up.
And it seemed that she immediately calmed down as well from her behavior
Yeah.
as soon as she grabbed the rope.
40 up!
And
Yeah,
now
she's
she's taking
taking
a free
advantage.
ride.
Yeah. So what we talked to the athletes in the pre-meeting is, at this point, Sanda has been pulling, so she would automatically get a red card. So she might as well save her energy, and the safeties are taking her up. They're just going to go into the same as if it was a rescue. It's not a rescue. Sanda asked for them to bring her up, saves her energy, and basically, as the athletes say, it gives her a free ride up to the surface.
We did learn in the briefing beforehand, though, that if somebody asks for such a free ride, we will be treated as if it is a rescue.
Yeah.
There.
I know Sanda will be disappointed with this. I think she's her own toughest critic.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, red card.
if we can get her to come and talk, we'll see. But I'm not sure because she'll be frustrated with this. Okay, Lisa's going to leave me now. And she's hopefully going to see if she can find some more athletes to interview for me. That's her task for that part of the day as well. Okay, so that opens up
1 minute 30 seconds.
the leader for who's the overall winner, because Sanda's now out of the equation for the winner of the CNF. So Maria is actually the second deepest dive. So if she completes this with a white card, she's going to be the winner of the CNF. Last year, she actually did 61 in the World Championships, but she actually got a red card. And her competition PB is 65, and her training PB in the last 3 months is 70 meters. So she's definitely, this is within her capabilities. But obviously it depends on her conditions, how hard a season she's had working and training and competing.
20.
She did the Croatia Adriatic Depth competition this year and the Double K Challenge in Cebu competition this year.
3,
so she hasn't actually been competing that much this year, so she should be fairly fresh for the competition.
2, 3, 4, 5.
So let's see
6,
if we're going to see
7,
the winner
8, 9,
today.
10.
Okay, Laura says good luck. Laura Codwell says good luck to Maria.
Bobela, Klovar, Poland, 66 meters, dive time 3 minutes 25 seconds. 3, 2, 5. National record attempt.
So yeah, this is also a national record attempt. Put in one meter on her own record. She's looking strong going down.
20 down.
And she's gone into free fall around 20 meters, so she's now going to go. And as you can see, she's just doing the same thing, using her legs, just adjust.
5 minutes. Is the dive time 3
And trying to keep her torso nice and relaxed.
40 down.
Looking good.
1 minute.
We've got a dive time of 3:25.
1 minute 10.
And a half time of 1:30.
One minute 20.
You see there that from her mouth, she's just using that equalization. You can see her cheeks moving.
1 minute 30.
Turn. Grabs the line early and then pulls and comes nicely up. And we'll see her
1 minute 40.
Working hard now to come up.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
1 minute 50.
And she may or may not have registered Sanda on the previous line, so she may not know that if she comes up and with a white card, she'll be the winner. The athletes are very much in their zone when they're getting ready to compete. She might have had an unconscious awareness of what was going on, or she might not have know anything at all. So now we can see
2 minutes 20.
It's very easy to see some of the power has gone in her arms a little bit, which completely expect. She's done a strong dive for herself. So she's just going to try and really work hard, get to the point where she's got some positive buoyancy, which will make it easier.
32, 20 up.
And the safeties are just coming in. And what the safeties do at this point is just stay a little bit away, just keeping an eye on her, checking the body language about how her technique is. And they can see as well that this is a really...
10 meters.
She's got a hard dive. And they're going to be getting ready just in case any problems. And it is going to be, I think, touch and go. She's really struggling on getting to the surface. She's aware at this point, so all good.
Dishi. No slip. No slip.
The Pet is just shouting at her coach.
Protocol sign. I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Breathe. Hold high.
That was a nice dive. In the sense of when she comes up, she look clean.
Wait,
just more strength from the no fins.
2 minutes,
So from
White card, congratulations.
nice white card, that's the winner. National record and winner of the women's CNF, subject to camera review later on. Okay, so before we go to the next diver, we've got another guest with us. How are you? Just say your name, introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm Emilie Bertrand-Lucchese. I'm French. It's my first World Championship and my first blackout. Two up and that's.
So, how are you feeling now? How can you reassure? Have you got friends listening in?
1 minute.
People are watching you on the camera. You got mom, dad, family.
I hope not.
Okay, we don't have to hold that
nobody.
Okay, you feeling good now?
Now, yes, it's okay. A little bit tired, but it's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't remember the final.
The final benefit?
No. But I was good. I feel I feel good, but after I don't remember anything.
And that's quite common. But you know, first World Championships, first World Blackouts. You know, we've got two firsts on the day. One is a good one, one's not so good.
Yes.
Yeah? You're going to compete in the other disciplines?
I don't know.
1.
Okay.
Close to 1, 2.
If you're fit to dive from the rules and the blackouts,
6,
are you
8, 9,
down to compete in free immersion constant weight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, constant weight B-fins and free immersion.
Okay, now we've got Laura Matevish. You can go if you want to go.
Time.
Thank you so much for coming and just telling us what it's like. Thank you. Got Laura Matevish from USA doing a 63-meter dive. This shared dive time is 2:45 with a half time of 1:30. It's a nice start, nice and relaxed actually. Start to the dive. She's still taking her time, doing some nice long strokes.
30 down.
And now starting to go into free fall and just doing some final kicks. You see that little movement with her legs. And also some sculling with her arms. That's just giving her a little bit further speed.
1 minute and 10.
50 down.
And also she's just making sure that she's adjusted. She's got her arm around the line. So she's getting now ready. 53 meters. Put her arm out to get the line. She just goes past the stopper.
Coming up.
Did a nice strong pull. And now she's going to work on coming to the surface.
50 up.
Nice strong technique. Really working the arms through the body.
40 up.
You can see the muscle movements.
2 minutes and 10. They're okay.
There's a strong dive.
30 up.
Halfway back.
Mid 51.
Lauren's done already 4 competitions this season, so she's been working hard in preparation for the World Championships. Looks strong coming up.
Technical.
Now you can see she's using the positive buoyancy to help float herself up without using so much energy.
Breathe. More. Nose clip. Sign. Say it.
Okay.
Good. Breathe more. Hold the line and breathe.
And her coach is just making sure that she's breathing.
Keep breathing.
Getting that recovery in.
Keep
At this
breathing.
point, she's done the surface protocol.
Good, coming back.
She's got the tag. And we just don't
Come
want
back, show the tag.
any hypoxia, and that she gets rid of any hypoxia that may she had. She looked clean to me. We'll see.
Okay.
So that is second in the women's CNF at this World Championship, subject to the review. So I keep talking about the review. What happens after the competition day is over? The judges will go back to the judge office and they will review the footage, the dive footage, and they will also review the surface footage for the top 5 athletes. And then they may make changes. So at the moment you'll see on the AIDA webpage we've got the preliminary results coming through. The judges then make the decisions on whether any of those changes, any changes need to happen. And then the athletes will be given that information if any changes happened. We've given an estimated time for that because the athletes are aware of timings, schedule for the day. Estimated time at 4 o'clock, they will be given a preliminary results with any changes that we've made. They then have 15 minutes if they wish to protest. So they have to either message in to say they protest, or they can actually physically go to the office, the competition office, to protest. And then that process of protests will be undertaken by the jury, which is the judges, which we haven't talked about so much yet because we've had a lot of excitement so far today. And then once the protests have been completed, then we will have the finalised results for the day, and then we will know overall who's number 1, 2 and 3 for the women's CNF. So that's how the day runs. And then at the end of the day, we actually have what we call an event committee, which is our estimation time is 7:30 of the day. That's a Zoom event committee, and that's where the organisation, so the jury, the judges, the organiser, AIDA International, and the local organiser led by Abdel and Chantal, are there to answer any questions from the athletes and any concerns or positives that the athletes have got that they can look at, and anything from the organisation point that they want to put forward and remind athletes or inform on going forward for the next few days. So that's pretty much the schedule of the day for organisation. Everybody was up this morning around 5:30 to get on the boats. By 7 o'clock was the first boat out to bring them out to the competition zone, do all the setup, and then the last event of the day is an 7:30 timing. Okay, so Shaika is did not start, which wasn't surprising. Her schedule. I was aware last night that she was expected to arrive late last night. She didn't, and I don't know if that was just because of her schedule or there was a flight problem, but she was flying in this morning. And we maybe expected that maybe she wants to just come out because she hasn't seen the setup or trained. Maybe she wants to come out just to do a nice easy dive. But obviously she's decided that she is not starting for today. Wise decision. If she's only flown in this morning, maybe she probably had no sleep, not much sleep. So she's taking today off to get acclimatized and enjoy the first day of the competition. It would have been a national record for her, so but one of the things on World Championships and any competition where you've got like 4 or 6 days, if anything goes wrong on the first day, it could have consequences for the rest of the competition. And athletes are aware of that. So we have rules regarding blackouts, and depending on the severity of the blackout, depends on the implications are if it's a mild, moderate or severe or extreme. Depends on whether you need a day off,
3 minutes,
2 days off, or you're not allowed to compete again in that competition, and you would need to be checked out before you can compete in another competition. So that's obviously, for the first day of the competition, it's on people's minds. On making sure that you do the first day and you want to compete on the other days as well, if that's part of your plan. So, we're now off to Enchante from the USA as well. So the changing of the numbers, we got Maria at number 1. Lauren is number 2. And then if Enchante does this dive, because she would have been joint 3rd with Shaika, because they both announced 62 meters. But if she does this dive, she'll be 3rd in this women's CNF. So let's see how Enchante does. Let's have a quick look. I haven't looked on the YouTube questions for a while. So we've got Legacy saying aloha, much aloha, go Enchante. Freediving Pranya saying go Enchante. Edmundo saying let's go Enchante. So Lasha Enchante attempted 62 meters as well, but she got a red card. So let's see if this year she can get a nice white card at the first day of this World Championships. Her training PB is actually 65. And her competition PB is actually 61.
1 minute.
So we've got Tom there. That's Sasha, the president of AIDA International, who's just heard me speak, so she's smiling away at everybody. She's having a nice competition, nice first day to the competition, huh? Okay, let's go back to Enchante.
30 seconds. $20. $10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Official top. +1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So nice start for the dive.
Enchante Gallardo, USA, 62 meters. Dive time 2:48.
So she just heard then the dive time is 2:48. And the half time or time to the bottom is 1:20.
20 down.
Dive time, 30 seconds.
30 down.
40 seconds.
It's a nice start. She's gone into free fall and she's doing what you've seen a lot of athletes do. Just doing a few kicks, but keeping the top of her body nice and relaxed. You can see nice, she's working on an equalization there.
$60 down.
1 minute and 10.
Nice touchdown.
Yes, touch.
Coming up. 60 up.
Now she's going to work hard. And coming back up.
50 up.
130.
This is the only depth discipline that Enchante doesn't actually have the national record. She's number 2 in this discipline.
40 up.
At the moment, although Lauren has taken over today, the national record is, my understanding, is 67 meters. She's looking strong, really pushing those arms through.
Mid 51.
Looks very focused.
2 minutes and 10.
She's got a tag nicely secured to her waist.
Mid 72. 20 up. Ten meters.
Now she's just grabbing line. She's like taking her time, coming up. Oh, no. So.
Okay.
She looked quite strong. Just right at the end, she grabbed the line, so she was clearly aware something was going on. And then, so clearly felt a little bit hypoxic. Looked strong up until that point, so. And now what's happening is she came around quickly. So she's now just going to be checked out by the medicals, my colleagues, to my right side. So that's the first half of the Women's No Fins Day gone through. For me, it's gone really quickly. That's why I've been trying to juggle to get some questions through to you, but I haven't. Just been doing a few shout outs. I hope you've been enjoying it. So far we've got our number 1 and number 2, but we still haven't got the third winner for women's CNFs. That's going to probably be determined this afternoon. Not afternoon, but after the break. We've got now 2 more people in 3 people in contention for the third place for CNF. It's always an interesting day, women's CNF and men's CNF. We had the same issue last year where we were up until the last minute understanding who was going to be 1, 2 and 3. Makes it an interesting day for everybody. So we've got coming up Marina, Brigitte and Marianna, who are all going to contend for number 3 in the women's CNF. And what's happening at the moment, whilst they have what we have is a camera break. So they're going to check the cameras. It also gives the safeties and the judges a little break, and the photographers as well, who work really hard. So they're all going to be grabbing some water and some snacks and having a bit of a chill and relaxation. And I've got 2 cameras on me, really strangely at this moment in time. I've got Anis, who's our media officer as well, who's videoing me for today's maybe short video. And I've got your main camera that you're watching me on YouTube from. So, Omar, you want to understand the yellow cards? Yeah, no problem. So, yellow cards. We have white. I think everyone knows. You did everything nicely. We then have red. You really didn't do anything. You did something bad. Either you did a blackout, so you didn't complete the surface protocol, or you did the surface protocol wrong, or you may be pulled when you shouldn't have been pulling, like in CNF or constant weight. And then we have the yellow card. Yellow card, the majority of reasons why you would get a yellow card is you didn't pick up the tag. So, and you didn't bring it to the surface. So you need to bring the tag to the surface and show it to the judges. This is either because you turned early, or you got to the bottom, but you chose not to get the tag, or you lost the tag. In dive, we haven't seen it yet, but it's quite, like, for me, like, they've grabbed the tag and then it's just floated away. That's, for me, as a judge and a commentator, one of the most frustrating, because they did actually manage to get it, but the rule is they have to bring it to the surface. If that happens, there's penalty points. So for yellow, we have penalty points. So if they don't bring up the tag, it's -1 point, plus whatever meters they didn't get. So if they turned early, they lose the penalty point for the tag and for the meters that they didn't achieve. There's then grab, which is this, and maybe they inadvertently grabbed at the wrong point. Pull is a different matter, and they'll get penalty points for grab. And they're the main reasons for in-depth for a yellow card. So a yellow card is, you didn't do perfect, you did okay, there's a little problems, so we're going to give you some penalties on that. So that's what the yellow card is. Let's talk about some of the others. We talked about the surface protocol. Before the surface protocol, we talked about 2 minutes. They're given 2 minutes countdown to the official top. Then they're required to go after official top. So if they go before official top, there's problems. They go after official top, they've got between official top and 30 seconds where they're required to dive. They don't put the airway in the water at 30 seconds, then the dive is ended and they're not allowed to dive. It's a little bit different from pool. Pool, they're required to go after 10 seconds. Anything after 10 seconds, they get penalties. But for depth, because we might have some water splashing if we were in a little bit more of a wavy situation, they've got 30 seconds to start their dive. So, then they've got their duck. I'm just going to take a drink of water. Sorry, my mouth's quite dry today. Then they've got the duck. They've got to get the tag, bring it up, and do that nice surface protocol within 15 seconds of the airway coming out of the water. So that's the rules. If anybody hasn't looked at AIDA International's webpage, you actually click on the left-hand side of the page. You'll find documents, and you'll actually see the rules there as well. In our social media, we were running with the main rules as a reminder to people leading up to the World Championships. As well as you can have a look back at our Instagram or Facebook page to look at what we were talking about on some of the key rules. And we did the same with the athletes to remind them what the rules that they need to adhere to are. Okay, so any other questions? We've got some shout-outs to Indonesia. Mark is asking how thick the wetsuits are. Interesting question. So I know I talked to some of the athletes who've been training, and a lot of athletes will work with a 1.5 millimeter suit in competitions. And because of if they're training in other areas, they may go to a 3 millimeter suit. And some of the athletes were talking to me about getting used to the water temperatures. They started with a 3 mil suit, and then slowly moved and acclimatized themselves essentially to a 1.5 millimeter suit for the competition. They actually have a nice dry area, so when they get off the boat, the they've got a dry areas to sit in the platform before they go and do their warm-up. So one of the things that the athletes are working on the schedule is when they get in the water to do the warm-up prior to their dive. The one thing they don't want to do is get cold before their dive. They're shivering, that's not going to make for a fun dive, and it creates problems around ear problems and hypoxia problems potentially. So they've been working on adjusting their times, and that's in any competition as well, of when they get in, how much warm-up they do. Do they do a warm-up and then move themselves around, and what that time is. So you can often see with some athletes and some coaches, they have in permanent marker timings literally from when do I leave my accommodation, when do I get, which boat do I get, what time do I arrive to the boat, what time do I do my warm-up, what time do I move to the competition zone. So that's what they've been working on. So let's have a look at what kind of goggles do divers use. There's three different types of goggles, to be honest. You've got the standard goggles, and what they'll do is just fill them with water. And they've got some vision towards the line. You have fluid goggles, which have a lens in the middle of it. Again, they'll fill it with water, but they've got a little bit better view of the line. Or you've got self-equalizing goggles, which they don't fill with water, and they have some vision from them. Or, as you saw this morning, which I missed originally when with one of the athletes, they will wear masks. It's quite unusual for CNF, because with a mask you actually have to equalize if you don't have hands-free equalization, which this athlete didn't. So some athletes will still be wearing a mask and enjoying wearing the mask whilst they're diving. So that's what other equipment they'll have is the nose clip. And for today, that's it. They're not going to be using any fins whatsoever. So we can have a little bit of a look at what's going on. The safeties are enjoying, they're actually all sat up and getting a few rays of sunshine in. Because it actually is a really, really nice day here. We have a really beautiful view. I've got a view of mountains pretty much all around me, which is lovely. And the counterbalance operators and the judges the lines are all back in, and they've been making sure, checking the cameras, switching the cameras if we need to change for battery. And they're going to start putting those lines down for the next dives at 10:20. So there's quite a lot of activity going on within the program. What are you thinking about during your dives? I think that varies from athlete to athlete. And you'll see it on people's faces as well. I mean, a lot of the athletes have alarms on the computers, or they have an alarm system within the HUD. They have some little alarm systems in the HUD, which is giving them timings for when they do their mouth fill, when they go into free fall, when to prepare maybe to do the tag and get ready for the turn. Some are just trying to not think so much. One of the key things is to not think. Thinking uses more energy, so we're trying to not think so much. I've got someone nice coming to speak to me now. What do you think about shaving people's eyebrows?
For it, As long as it's not my eyebrows. Oh, here we go.
So,
hi.
Hello, introduce yourself for me.
My name is Daan Verhoeven. I'm a photographer here at the World Championships.
Okay. Can I just move this down a bit, I think? Yeah.
Oh.
No?
I feel like Janet Jackson in Rhythm Nation, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Are we going to have any inappropriate clothing mishaps?
If you are Justin Timberlake and you rip it off my nipply bit, then yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Okay, so you're part of the photography team.
Yes.
Explain what the photography team does for people who've never seen what we're doing in the setup. So we've got some new people listening, watching in.
Right, so we have 2 photographers per line, and we try to cover as much of the dive in the beginning as possible. Obviously, because we're freediving as well, we can't go as deep as these athletes are going. So we cover like the first 20 meters of the dive on the way down, and then also on the way back up.
So you're basically, I think a lot of people don't think about the the photographers in this. You do double the amount of dives of any other diver today.
We used to, like in a normal competition, there's usually only 1 photographer.
Yeah.
So then you dive twice per athlete. But we have the luxury of having several photographers here. So usually one person covers the deep part, and then the other person does the surface, and then you switch. And so the other one does the deep one. And so you do half the dive. So I feel a bit lazy.
Oh, okay. I was giving you, like, building you up as being the hardest working people on the team. No.
No, it's the safety divers this time.
If you, one of the things that it's always common with photographers is whatever hotel we're in, you'll find the photographers have found the nicest seating in the hotel reception, and they've hogged that seating area for the whole of the competition, which you have found it, haven't you? It's right next to the elevator, and that's where you'll sit. So if anybody is here, you can pop in and say hello to you there.
Yeah, we'd love that. Yeah, we tend to find the best spot, and we kick the old people away from there, and then the handicapped people we wheel those away as well. So we like elbow everybody out of the way, and then we take that. No, we happen to find the nicest working spot there. So.
And if someone's interested in doing photography as a freediver, what would you say?
Don't stay out of my lane. No. Be a good freediver first.
Yeah.
Like take a couple of courses. Be a safety dive for a while as well, so you build up stamina. It helps if you're already a bit of a photographer and know what you're doing on land. And then you can combine those elements and it won't be as overwhelming. Because if you start as an underwater photographer and you don't know how to freedive and you don't know how to take photographs, it's too big of a too steep a learning curve.
And hands-free is... There's other ways to do it.
Unless you're like Julie Gauthier, who can create magic both inside and out. No. Yeah, hands-free, it would be helpful. But like I've done this for 20 years and I still don't know how to do that. That's just magic shit. No, my wife knows how to do it, but I'm still pinching and blowing.
George can't teach you.
I want to avoid that fight.
What are you thinking? How are the conditions for you? People don't know you actually live in England and dive in Cornwall a lot. So
yeah, so I'm used to the best conditions in the world. So like having to dive here in these mediocre conditions, I have to adjust a little bit. No, it's beautiful. There's something about this part of the Mediterranean where the blue is. I might get a bit waxed lyrically about it, but the blue is different here. Like in Egypt, it's a very golden blue, and it's lovely as well. But here, it's a really deep, dark blue with a little hint of green, and it's just gorgeous for photographers. Here in Sardinia is probably some of the best blue in the world.
And the other day I saw some of the photos when we had a little bit of a cloudy day with some of the pictures that you took were absolutely stunning with the water, underwater and the clouds above.
Yeah, I like a bit of moodiness in my pictures.
Yeah.
When the sky is doing that, yeah, I rejoice a little. It reflects my inner mood, so my deep, dark turbulence. Right.
And what is the temperature? Oh, you've got a fan. Lanny7 is a fan of your work.
Oh, I'm a fan of you, Lanny7. What is the temperature? I have no idea. Is it 26? Did you ask that? Temperature?
Yeah, I like that.
So I think it's like 26 or something, and then you hit the thermocline, and you go, oh, it's not 26 anymore, because like the thermocline is I think it's around 18 today or 20 maybe, and it gets pretty fresh, and then apparently it gets even colder down there, but I don't go much below it.
I was talking to Abdel this morning. He said around 25, 26 with the first 20 meters. And then you get in the firm climb, but it's slowing down. So it's not a absolute kick in the face when you're in the first firm climb. It's a nice, relaxed firm climb. But he lives here, so for him,
that is true. Today it was a little bit of a slap, but it was a welcome slap. It's kind of like wake up. You know, it's the first dive of the day, and it's kind of wake up. Time to go to work. Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
My pleasure.
I know you want to.
Hey, see you later.
Evangeline, thank you for calling me out on the accent. I will, as I said at the beginning, I'm British. I'm from the north of England. When I get excited, I get a little bit carried away and go, and forget that not everybody understands my accent, so I will slow it down a little bit more. And please, anybody who's struggling with my accent, I absolutely understand, and it's really nice for someone to just tap me on the shoulder to remind me to slow down this commentary. So what we will try and do is grab throughout the week different people as part of the organization, to photographers. We've got, as I've explained, the judge team. The media team consists of the photographers, Dive Eye, and some of our social media and internet media team. Then we've got the organisers, both from AIDA International and from AIDA France. We have a huge number of volunteers who are helping us. To put on a World Championships is really significant. There's a whole host of people in the background who are working hard for the athletes to be able to put on this stunning competition for everybody. So, we still haven't got third place for this discipline for women. And we've got 3 women who've all announced the same depth. And then we've got Talia, who was announced 60 as well. So I think within Marine, Brigitte and Marianna, who all have announced 61 meters, that we will have the third place from those. But we shall see. As I said, CNF day is always a surprising day. So we'll see what happens within that. Juvento, I know, Dan, he's an older guy. He didn't remember where he was, and I didn't want to correct him. I didn't want to embarrass him. But yes, we are in Corsica. What else? Thank you, Bora Bora, for liking my accent. So, one of the things that we'd like to know is you giving us some questions, but also us giving you some questions to let us know. So who is your favorite athlete in the competition? Who are you excited to see in this competition? What's the discipline you're most looking forward to watching? Have you peaked? Is it CNF and this is the most exciting discipline for you? Or are you going to be really on tenterhooks because you're waiting for constant weight or constant weight bifins? Let us know in the comments or on Instagram. You've already met Lisa earlier on today, who's our social media officer. She's monitoring social media. She's the person who answers the questions on social media for you. But she's really keen to let us know, and then we can start to engage a little bit with you and understand who you're rooting for, who you're really looking forward to seeing dive this week. You know the thing, I never know, because YouTube, when you comment, you have some interesting names, which I think I maybe know people but hidden behind those names, huh? There can't be that many people who are a fan of my accent, honestly. If you see me looking down, all I'm doing is actually looking.
Smart, but doing it in competition is different for sure.
40 seconds.
You can see your arms.
50 seconds.
Just in front.
Legs a little bit behind.
Yeah.
Adjusting her
1
position
minute.
with her
50
feet.
down.
Turn.
Nice.
Turn down. Coming up.
1 minute 10.
Nice. With that 2 meters candy cane now, it's tricky.
1 minute 20.
Trickier. I will talk to you about this later in a minute. Marta first. So looking strong so far.
Yeah.
Really trying to push.
1 minute 30.
This is the way you do the hard work.
30 up.
Still a nice reach with the arms.
Mid 51. $20 up. Mid 32.
Okay. So welcome back, everybody. Just at Marta Gil, if you're watching us live, coming up from a nice 52-meter dive. And we got the
Marine
Respira, respira.
with us at the moment.
No slip. Señal.
Oh.
Dilo.
I am okay.
Y quédate ahí. Sigue respirando.
Easy.
Respira
Very easy.
tranquila.
Muy bien. Ay.
No vayas a meter la cara en el agua.
No, no.
So now we're just waiting for the white card.
Congratulations, white card.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, for everybody watching live, we're back.
John, confirm also the number of the
And our next athlete is Sara Burnett from the USA.
Quite a few USA women this comp.
130.
We're not used to that. It's great.
Yeah. So if you watch it, follow us live, I apologize. Yeah, we just had a few internet problems. We were down for a minute. We had a white card from yourself, Brigitte from France. Unfortunately, got a red card. Marianna got a white card. Tyler got a white card and a continental record.
1 minute.
Mas just did a really easy white card, and now we're on Sara Burnett. from America. Yeah, this is the third USA athlete.
Yeah, it is.
So far, so.
Just on his CNF already. Yeah, I always wondered how come there were not more. Because it's such a big country, you know?
30 seconds.
So it's great to see them now.
So we got shout outs
20.
For Sara, Laura. Laura, are you shouting out to everybody? But she's saying go, go, go.
10.
So we've only been competing in AIDA competitions this year. So this is a first year of competition, and that was in the AIDA Blue Element competition. So this is only her second competition.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And she got white cards in every discipline.
Wow, that's awesome.
She did 3 days, 6 disciplines, all white cards.
2-0.
And starting off strong with CNF Day on the World Champs.
Yeah. So her competition best is 48 meters. So this is 2 meters deeper. So she's going to get a PB and a competition PB. If you get a competition PB and a training PB, does that mean you have 2 lots of cake?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Do you do competition PB cakes?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't do PB cakes, but I should put that in my schedule.
1 minute.
Oh, she's just she was keen to get there, or she was pushing because of one equalization. I'm not sure.
Could have used that little pull down there.
40 up.
120.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Enjoy your rest of your day. So she's looking strong, coming up still. We're not seeing any of the lactic at this point in her arms.
20 up.
But she isn't. She's following through really strongly. She's not doing maybe quite the stretch on her arms.
I'm okay.
So she's done a surface protocol and is concentrating now on getting that recovery breathing in. And we're just waiting for the white card.
White card. Thank you.
Nice white card for Sara.
Thank you. Thank you, Sophie. Thank you.
Okay, I'm joined by another athlete now. Want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Marta from Canary Island, Spain.
What have you been doing today?
I've been doing CNF dive, 52 meters.
1 minute 30
and
seconds.
I did it, so I'm so happy.
It looks a really nice dive.
Yeah, it was. At the beginning, I was a bit nervous. You know, always that happens. But then once I start swimming, I start to relax myself and repeat me, you got it, and I did it.
And how's the competition for you so far? You've been here for a while doing some training.
1 minute.
I came like 1 week before, and I've been training. I did before training, because unfortunately the official training for women was cancelled due to the weather conditions. So, well.
We wanted to get the bad weather out the way,
please.
because now...
now it's perfect.
And what's your expectations for the rest of the competition?
30 seconds.
I want to try some deep dive in things, which is my favorite.
20.
So let's see.
Okay. And you're doing all 4 disciplines?
Yeah, I'm doing everything.
You're here. You can.
Yeah, I'm here. I
10.
I try to do my best.
Okay, so we got Nikita, Fima,
3, 2,
Atriyu,
1. Official top.
Here next.
+1, 2, 3,
from
4,
Indonesia.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Nikita
9,
came last year
10.
to Cyprus to do the World Championships in Cyprus as well.
Nikita Fima Atriyu, Indonesia.
This will be a
meters.
national record.
Time 2 minutes.
She already
5
holds
seconds.
the national record at 45
2:05.
meters. And so she's going to put 2 meters on it. And we're just going to... This is actually 1 meter past her training PB.
20,
She's looking strong so far.
Yeah. She's a strong diver.
30 seconds.
I think it's with the IQ. It's going good. She can do it for sure. She's strong enough for the dive. Yeah.
She's been here most of August, I think,
50
training
seconds.
because she's done the pre-competitions. So she should be used to the thermoclines and the temperatures. She's looking
got
relaxed.
1 minute.
Yeah. Now open her. Just grab
Touchdown.
the tag.
Coming
Your
up.
head.
1 minute 10.
40 up.
Average side of safety.
1 minute 20.
Go, Nikita.
30 up.
Nikita's been competing since 2017, so
Meet
she's got
51.
some good experience behind her.
20 up.
And competes both in Asia and over here because she's been competing in France and Cyprus last year and then now in Corsica, so strong dives.
10 meters.
And she's really looking to make sure she's there.
Breathe.
She got it.
Fine. I'm okay. Keep breathing.
So for some divers, my was like, when she was going on the line. Sometimes they're very lazy coming up and they're very relaxed. They grab the line and like let themselves come up. Yeah, it's she's confident in this dive.
Yeah, she's strong. She's strong.
Congratulations,
sure.
it's a white card.
Wow.
Very nice.
National
It's a new national record.
And
Very
a
nice.
national record attempt.
She has all national records in all the disciplines in depth. And she's a competitor in the pool as well, but doesn't have any of those national records yet. So some of those pool athletes need to come over to the depth and challenge her on these depth national records. Okay, who we got coming up next?
130.
If you want to know where the competitor list is, if you go to AIDA International and then you click on the World Championships, the little logo in the middle of the website, you click on the one on the right-hand side, it will take you through to the World Championships actual page, and it'll say Start List, and just click on today's date and you'll find the list.
1 minute.
Here it says, congratulations, Nikita. And de la Frac says another one, woohoo. Joel, if I'm pronouncing all your names correctly, Danara Boo. And we're all saying congratulations. So we got Emily, 4th American for the day. We've already talked about we're getting some more Americans. It's good.
Padjen, she used to train in Dominica, and she was telling me that here the cold water is so hard for her.
10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Official time. +1, 2, 3.
So Emily's been competing since 2019, but yeah, mainly in Caribbean and Dominica. So it's she did do the pre-World Championships competition, so she's been adapting to the temperatures here.
20 down.
Sometimes 30 seconds.
It's a bit tricky from this angle, but it looks like her legs are behind her even when she's doing no fins.
30 down.
So she has a natural tendency to bend her legs back, or the buoyancy of her legs back.
50 seconds.
It's a bit dark also. The visibility is a bit not so good. Yeah.
I think that's probably because of the wind and the rain for the last few days.
Yeah.
So now they can get normally like 25, 30 meter visibility.
Down. Coming up.
1 minute and 10.
Taking the opportunity of the 3 meter candy cane. They're coming up.
120.
Interestingly, she hasn't competed in CNF in competitions before.
130.
So she's clearly using this opportunity. She's at the World Championships.
Yeah.
I might as well do it. Look, no fins dive.
140.
She's wearing the wide mask.
Yeah.
As I expect, if you were listening to the commentary at the beginning, some of the female athletes and the male tomorrow, this is not their discipline. They're just using it as part of a warm-up for the main disciplines. So it won't be a preferred discipline, but she's it's a nice depth for somebody who's not maybe a CNF diver. And you can tell she's struggling a little bit, just on the muscles, on the lactic there.
Breathe.
Took a nose clip off already.
Breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe.
As a coach, no, and this, and this is the risk of CNF day.
It is. And for the first day, it's like, you know, you're so nervous, it's so hard.
Guys.
Yeah, it's one of the challenges. So if you're using it as a warm-up, where do you put that warm-up time?
The next step?
40. 1 minute 30 seconds.
I will let you go and take your suit off.
Okay.
And get back to the thing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Okay, next up is Amal Alnabwany, if I pronounce her second name right. Emil, from Syria. Doing a 40-meter dive.
1 minute.
Getting a national record if she's successful. And that's Chris, her coach.
30 seconds.
So she started competing last year
20
in bifins, which is quite a common discipline. When you learn to free dive, first thing you do is buy a pair of bifins, and therefore the first discipline maybe you do is bifins.
5, 4, 3,
she's competed
2,
3 times.
1. Official top.
So this is
Last
her
1, 2, 3.
first competition.
4,
She looks
5,
like she's going to use the opportunity
6, 7
to compete
8,
in all disciplines.
9.
And doing a 40-meter
Amal
dive.
Alnabwany, Syria. 40 meters. Dive time 2 minutes 5 seconds. 2:05.
She's already got the national record for bifins at 45 meters. Her training PB is 42 in no fins.
20 down. 30 seconds.
So she's definitely got more in bifins, I would think, as well.
30 down. 40 seconds.
Looking comfortable at the moment.
4 minutes. Touchdown. 50 seconds. Coming up.
A little bit of a challenging waist turn, but she came up. She's now very, very focused.
30 up. 1 minute 10.
You can tell maybe this is the first time she's competed in no fins. She's really concentrating on that technique, really trying to make sure that she
Mid 51.
gets to the surface. She has got the lactic.
Up.
And this is the hard part of this discipline.
Mid 32.
Hopefully she'll let some of the buoyancy take her up as well and save that energy.
10 meters.
Respire Amal, respire, tourne-toi s'il te plaît, tourne-toi doucement, respire bien, respire, 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 respire,
yeah.
Respire.
She needs to breathe, that's why our coach is telling her to breathe, breathe.
Tiens-toi, c'est bien, respire, continue à respirer, pince-nez, 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 signe OK, I am OK.
We'll see on whether she got that surface protocol in 15 seconds. I don't think she did. An interesting show because she actually did okay first and then took the nose clip off.
QSP, more than 15 seconds.
Yeah, so it was more than 15 seconds, so she got red card, unfortunately. But if you saw, she did okay sign first and then removed nose clip. Because the nose clip was the only facial equipment, the surface protocol starts with removal of nose clip. She could do other things before, but she just took too long. But she worked hard to keep herself up, and she'll learn from that experience, no doubt. Ron Mogoli, I asked the same question. The question is, how was the discipline order decided for the competition? This is traditionally how they run it, with CNF first. And also, why would they do it first? There's also there's pros and cons. If you do all 3 other disciplines and then put CNF in at the end, the athletes will have done deeper dives. They will be already generally tired. CNF is seen as the most hard dive physically to do. So there's negatives put in the end or either. So, but it traditionally is always is at the beginning. It's always the first day. And I will message somebody I know who's the historian and will know for sure, or which is Pim Volun, judge who I judge with often in Freediving World in Charm. he's always a fountain of knowledge about the history, and I'll get him to give me an answer for you tomorrow. Okay, so next up we got Yulia Marievich from Latvia, also our vice president
20.
of AIDA. This isn't
5, 4,
Yulia's favorite
3,
discipline.
2, 1. Official time. +1, 2, 3.
She has got a competition best of 44 meters.
Start okay.
Yulia Marievich, Latvia, 40 meter, dive time 2 minutes.
Yulia works hard in coaching in the pool and training in the pool. Obviously, she doesn't get that many opportunities to train in depth. The last depth competition she did was actually the last World Championships in Cyprus.
30 down.
But Esther's saying go, go, go. Freediving Alhidol is saying go, go, go. Nice extension of the arms there.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Grab the tag.
Coming up.
Doing the double pull with both arms and really pulling herself up.
30 up.
And now working hard to come back to the surface.
Mid 31, 20 up.
120.
Yulia actually has the national record for Latvia in constant weight and constant weight by fins. And is second in CNF and second in free immersion. The national record is actually 50. She's beat her from 2015. Who's with me that we should ask Yulia to work harder on a CNF and get the national record? That's not been happening since 2015. She should definitely try and break that world record. Nice dive.
Then your eyes off. What this?
Line A, 2 minutes to official top.
2 minutes, Kasia.
Okay, so the next diver is Katarzyna Wrzosek. My Polish pronunciation person. Katarzyna Wrzosek. The person in my headphones who talks to me is Polish, so normally he helps me with this, but he wasn't listening to me. I'm also joined
1 minute 30 seconds.
1:30,
by
Kasia.
Emily.
I go by Padjen, but yeah. You know, I did my instructor certification with you. You should know
I
this.
know.
I go by Padjen. It's been a long time.
But I was like, introduce yourself, so.
How are you?
How
It's
are
been a
you?
long
I'm seeing you
time.
since
I know,
roughly.
let me give you a hug.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Everything's great?
Yeah. No, today, the weather is calm.
Oh, it's so good. This is what it was
1
like
minute.
throughout the entire
1
training.
minute.
So I've been here for a couple weeks, and it's been absolutely stunning like this. Like good conditions on the surface, bright, sunny days. Like it's been really nice.
Yeah. So, yes, nice, easy for me. I just get to talk about free diving.
Yeah.
And
it's
women's
nice.
CNF. So, how was your dive?
Well, I had a bit of a samba. I dipped. but yeah, I was expecting it to be a little easier. So I've only done CNF.
30 seconds.
I've maybe done 3 dives my entire life in CNF. So maybe I should have announced a little less. But it's okay. It's a nice experience, and the conditions are great, like we said. And everyone here is so supportive and so nice. So, and I'm here for, this is my first World Championships actually competing. So I'm just trying to enjoy and
10.
So it's okay. I train in
5,
Dominica.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Official
We'll
top.
come back to you in a minute. Yeah, we're going to talk about
3,
Katarzyna.
4,
That's
5,
Katarzyna.
6, 7, 8.
Who's announced 30
9,
meters.
10.
And it's PB as well. She's not done a competition in CNF either.
Poland,
One of the things we have been talking about for
1 minute,
today
30
is
seconds.
for people,
1-3-0.
they use the opportunity of CNF. They're maybe not a CNF specialist. It's not their discipline, like you saying, and it's the same for Katarzyna. And they take the opportunity just to do a nice warm-up dive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which is what I thought I was doing. But yeah, she's so
30
great.
seconds.
Like, she's just an amazing human being as well. So I'm excited to see her dive.
She looks very strong.
40 seconds.
Should be an easy dive for her. I mean, her depth of free immersion is 65, constant weight is 54.
50 seconds.
50, and bifins is her strongest, 54.
25 up.
Yeah, she's a strong diver.
Yeah. And she dives,
1
she
minute.
competes in Charm in the World Championships. In the
51.
competitions, freediving world competitions there as
15
well.
up. Need 52. 10 meters.
Nice.
Breathe, Kasa.
There's no lactic acid in those arms. I don't think our legs are.
Breathe.
Okay.
And keep
Oh,
on
look at that
breathing.
smile.
Keep on breathing. Good job. Keep on
And there's
breathing.
Fabio
Just stay
Crutchier.
up. Okay, stay up. Stay up. Stay up. Keep on breathing. Keep on breathing. Stay up. Stay up. They will
Fabio
see,
with from Germany with a very distinctive voice, so we all know when it's
Yes.
Fabio speaking. Fabio,
Yes.
fabulous.
Congratulations, it's a white card.
Nice. Nice, easy start, relaxed, 30 meters. She doesn't do CNF.
Yeah.
She did she can definitely go deeper if
Oh
she
yeah,
wants to choose
absolutely.
it.
Yeah, very strong.
Thank you.
So what happened with the little samba on your dive? Have you fought back? Do you think it was nerves? Do you think it was cold? Was it a little bit punchy? It's not a...
It wasn't. Yeah, I mean it's
okay.
It's like I was thinking half of
5
my
meters.
half of my deepest dive should be okay. I guess it wasn't. Okay. It wasn't. And I did 40 the other day, and it was super easy. So who knows? Maybe I was nervous. I was a little chillier today. I got in the water a little too early. So who knows? Okay. But it happens. You live and you learn. Need a little training maybe before you do a dive. But yeah, we actually have a competition coming up at Deep Dominica this November. So maybe I'll try repeating it there.
I mean, it's also useful, isn't it? Because you say I got in the water a little bit early, so now you've got an awareness of timings a little bit, preparation. So you've done that prep time around timings, and it's has it been warmer early when you've been here, or is this the same air temperature?
It's actually at the air and the surface is very similar to Dominica.
Okay.
So it's obviously at depth. It's a lot colder here. In Dominica, there's no thermocline. But yeah, it's very similar here, actually, to Dominica. I was actually pretty surprised. Even the conditions, like it's very still. It's quite beautiful here. And in Dominica, we're in a bay where we're protected.
Yeah.
We don't get a lot of waves. We don't get current. So yeah, it's like the perfect place to dive. Like I absolutely love it. Everyone should come visit.
After Dahab, okay?
After Dahab, yeah, after Dahab, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to fight over that.
We have to say that for Johnny, so it's okay.
But yeah, everyone should come train and try. At least come train once in Dominica. It's a very beautiful place.
I should come. It does look stunning, to be fair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so next diver is Tatiana.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to leave you here.
Yeah,
when you get back. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much, and nice to catch up with you. I didn't see you the last few days. You weren't around.
3, 2,
Yeah,
1.
sure.
Official top. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So Tatiana's from Cape Verde. I actually met her this year in Sharm. She did the July competition. She has all the national records. She was
Touchdown turn coming up.
even in July, she was still debating whether she came, but she trained in Corsica previously, and I think from my memory of her conversation, she learned in Corsica, and she was like, you know, it's the World Championship in Corsica, it's meant to be. I need to work a way of coming to the World Championship. So I was so pleased that she came and managed to come over for the World Championships and represent Cape Verde, which I think is for the first time Cape Verde has actually been represented. So well done. She did a nice, easy dive. It should be, no, she's getting nervous. That was absolutely nerves. Nerves and just forgetting to do her recovery breathing afterwards. She'll be kicking herself about that later, but that's what CNF is for her, for sure. For her to just get sense of the World Championships, and it is her first World Championships. So those things all combine really do affect your nervous system and your nervous. She has only started competing this year, but was super strong when I saw her in July in other disciplines, and such a fun person when she came to the line. I'm not sure she's going to come and talk to me though. We'll see. Ricardo, I know, damn. It's fine. It's for day one. It's not her discipline. Okay, we've got Gloria.
Lane
from
A, 2
Latvia.
minutes to official top.
Gloria is one of those people who competes in pool and depth. She's more of a pool person, but has started competing in depth as well.
One minute 30.
That's just Tatiana coming onto the line, onto the boat. There's a medic. And the medics are really good. We've got medics from the local hospital and the
1
chamber,
minute.
sorry, I think. We're just going to check her out. It's normal assessment process that we go through for everybody. And all she's going to do is, at the moment, they're going to check her heart rate and her oxygen levels, and check how she is, and run through a little check assessment on medical.
"30 seconds.
So we've got Gloria next.
20.
She's actually national record holder in dynamic bifins in the pool. And as just as I said, it started in the last few
10.
years to do depth. She hasn't
5, 4, 3,
done
2,
a CNF
1.
competition.
Official top.
Wait,
Last one.
wait, or your card
2,
competition.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Track number.
Gloria Steshenko, Latvia, 20 meters, dive time 1 minute 30 seconds. 1:30.
Last year, she just did free immersion and constant weight.
Seconds.
It's a little bit more confidence this year that she'll try all the disciplines. She knows what World Championship is about. She's done
15 up.
She's done 2 pool World Championships as well. Just a nice, easy dive, but as you can see, like, the nerves get a little bit better of you. You can have just a little problem.
Oh, okay.
And the thing with Gloria is that she's always smiling. Where did she put her tag?
Congratulations, white card.
Nice and easy. Nice start for her to the World Championships, and she's now got a ranking for her CNF. Okay, so the last diver of the day, Stefania Dejok. Estefania is from Costa Rica.
To official top.
So again, she's doing 20 meters. Actually, I don't know if this is her PB, but this is what she's probably not done. She's probably done 1 dive in the last 3 months, so that she's got a training record, and that's 18 meters. So she's definitely
130.
doing this as a nice relaxed dive. That's Tatiana sat with Lisa. With the medics. I've already given her a hug. She promised to come over later to get a proper hug. So let's come back to Estefania. Again, I need to double check, but I'm fairly sure from that it's the first time Costa Rica maybe have been in the competition. Smile, Divai. Michael, smile. So those two people behind the camera who are helping with the streaming and do the streaming. And are normally always smiling.
30 seconds.
So this will be a national record. The current national record, she does hold herself by 10 meters, which was her first competition dive ever, which was this year though, in January this year.
10.
So
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Official top. +1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Move her out the way.
Estefania
Just got tangled up there in the lanyard.
Costa Rica, 20 meters. 10 meters. Dive time, 50 seconds. National record attempt.
She might just have had a few issues with the nose clip. She was tightening it, but she should be okay. Ooh. Just missing the turn. I always say to people when they're starting to really practice their turns. She spent a long time there that was unnecessary to fix that tag. And because of that, she was moving up the line. So she was just on the edge of the candy cane. Which is not necessary when we put it to 3 meters. But after she gets to the surface, she'll get a new national record and she'll get a first of her disciplines within the World Championships.
Yes.
Very happy, excited to be here. Now we've spoken, we're at the opening ceremony. White card, national record.
Pura vida.
Pura vida.
Pura vida. Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, pura vida.
Okay. So that's the end of the second half and the end of the first day of the AIDA 33rd Freediving World Championships here in Corsica. We had 20 countries compete today. We have a number of national records and continental records. And we had an interesting outcome for number 1, 2, and 3. What's going to happen now is that the judges are going to go away, review the footage, and confirm the preliminary results. And we should later on this evening, we will have the official results of top 1, 2, and 3. I hope you enjoyed your time with us. And I hope that you join us tomorrow for the men's world champion, for the men's CNF day. Again, any questions, you can find me on Judge Calf on Insta or question on YouTube. Tell me who you're looking forward to seeing tomorrow and for the rest of the week. And ask me any questions you want. Try and ask me the hardest questions you can and challenge my brain on the rules. I'm the technical officer for AIDA, so I'm the person who manages all the rules and competitions as well. So I should have a good idea of the rules, so you can test me on it if you like. Okay? Thank you very much. Goodbye for today. And we'll look forward to seeing you all tomorrow and redoing it with the men tomorrow.
When we're embarking on a new adventure, discovering what our mind and body are capable of, we cannot learn to trust in ourselves without first finding trust in our surroundings. The introduction of freediving can be a life-changing experience. Double K wants to grow with you. We provide you the support to focus inward, let your worries disappear and just breathe. We lend you our experience to achieve your full potential and share your energy and excitement. We're part of one team. Together, Double K.